The tall buildings of downtown Boston lighting up the nighttime sky. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Great DA. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said, passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor. I just got to continue to build because at the end of the day, I want my name to be mentioned with...
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. A couple injuries for them. Their rotation perhaps shortened and more minutes now to go around.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
So the Nets starting 5. Irving and Harden, the 2 star guards. The small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. And it's Millsap in at the center position. And for the Celtics, out in the front court along with Tatum. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Smart. And it's Williams at the 5. Up top, Tatum. Millsap covering. Williams passes to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And when it comes to handling the rock, Irving is second to none.
Greg, could not agree with you more. He is special in the highest form of special. Great ball handling skills, finishing ability with both hands. I don't know if I've seen a better finisher under 6'3" in the history of the league. You might have somebody in mind, but nobody's been better than Kyrie Irving at finishing and getting it done with his handles and skills.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increased the consistency from deep, and he's done that with a lot of lab work.
On the wing, Irving. And that one, good.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Her passes to Williams. Back to Schroeder. Second chance shot. No good on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And here's KD for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling.
Schroeder passes to Brown. Over Harden. And the rejection by Harden. To the middle. And then Durant with the dunk.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Schroeder passes to Tatum. Inside, kicks it out to Schroeder. The tray. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets leading by 5. On the wing, Harden. What's the most important thing, Clark, a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
Well, I think one is making sure you're in really good shape, and then getting comfortable with your teammates is another element, and getting your chemistry and timing back. Those are probably the most important things.
To halt the run, and it's Brown missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Williams with the steal. Millsap against Brown. Changes up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the vertical that Brown has is quite impressive. As relentless a finisher that you'll find in this league.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Take a break.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
And he makes the first. And a new group in for the Celtics. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Cantor comes in for Tatum. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Smart. And it's Pritchard in for Dennis Schroeder. Right side, Kevin Durant takes a three, and the Nets another three.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Pritchard. Another shot. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Brown against Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Mills passes to Sharp. Outside for Thomas. 11 feet away, and again it's Brooklyn converted.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Ennis, he's checked in for Boston. Passes it to Cantor. Out to the right wing. And Cousins kicks to Ennis. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot. Oh, the power on there. Through them.
Boogie Cousins shaking it up a little bit with a dynamic throwdown.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Mills, right wing. Launches a three, and the Nets another three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Here's Mills. To the paint, stolen by Cantor. Down low, and Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking my man.
And, Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Smart, Ennis out there with Ennis Cantor. And it's Hernan-Gomez in at power forward. That's the Boston Five. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. And here's Mills from the arc. Rebound, Boston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
The assist.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Now here's Smart. He's guarded closely and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Thomas passes to Durant. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And a lot of players want a voice in team strategy. And I've always wondered, Greg, is there a downside for coaches letting their players get too involved?
I mean, there is a belief that you can have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But if a player knows his stuff, it's worth at least hearing them out, if only to keep those open lines of communication.
Boston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Cantor. Jason Tatum comes in for Hernan Gomez. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Pritchard. Tatum wide open, he fires one. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
Tatum looking around. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
The 3 from Harden. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Tatum kicks to Williams. Back to Tatum. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 10 points for Jason Tatum.
When Tatum is set up now, he's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Yep, that one goes in there. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
It's stolen by Harris.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Irving's shot is good. Irving's got his second bucket.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from 3. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right. And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Celtics trail by 9. Schroeder outside the basket.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, they're on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Celtics making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. Brooklyn leading by 7. Harden the pass to Millsap. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Millsap's got 6.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Shooter kicks to Tatum. Pass to Cousins from the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Passes to Pritchard. This ball movement by Boston. The open shot by Tatum. That one's good from the corner. 14 points for him.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Millsap with the steal. It's stolen by Schroeder. Tips it up.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning, and just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
It's pretty simple. They took care of the ball. They made smart passes and limited turnovers. I'm sure they talked about it coming into tonight. We'll see if they can keep it tight in the second half, though.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Starting off the second half, here's Steve. Nash's 5. Wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. Paul Millsap out there with Durant, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. Irving for 3. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 9 points.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Millsap against Williams. Brown outside. Over Harden, and it's Brown missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Smart on the wing, guarded by Harden. And it's Schroeder missing.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Millsap dishes to Irving. Driving inside. Yes, that goes in. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that he enjoys engaging with kids. And certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Williams. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Ennis in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Smart. The second chance effort, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shot.
And it's Ennis with the ball for the Boston Celtics. 8-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Here's Kanter.
And checking out some stats for Harden. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 24 points per, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
Brown, the pass to Ennis. Here's Pritchard. The Celtics working the ball around now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And here we can check out the story on Kyrie Irving. He's coming off an excellent season. 4th in free throw percentage, 9th in scoring. And he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And that one's good. Durant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. Come on.
Nets leading by 9. In the corner, Irving with it. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Ennis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. This is the list of last season's top shooters from the charity stripe. These guys were practically automatic. 4th, Kyrie Irving.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Kanter. The pass to Pritchard. Now Brown. Now Kanter. Covered by Irving. 5 to shoot. Irving against Brown. Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for James Ennis. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Cousins.
Cousins not one to be challenged there. Tenacious denial.
Here's KD. Rebound Boston. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Good work there as it goes. Brown's got 10.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
You know, maybe not the destructive force he was before the ACL tear, but Cousins still has the size, skill, and understanding of the game to be a contributor.
So for the Nets, Thomas checked in for Durant, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Nets leading by 7. Harden outside to the inside, and stolen by Cousins. Knocked away. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Cousins, covered by Mills. And Cousins gets it to go.
You know, I really enjoy watching Cousins go to work deep inside. I mean, it feels like, to me, nobody can guard him down there.
And the Celtics shooting here about 46% for the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Tatum against Brown. Passes it to Brown. And the rejection by Harden.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
Left side, Tatum. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Brooklyn ahead, up by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Rob Williams is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Smart. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Harden kicks to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. Sharp. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 10.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Bounce pass from Tatum. And that one's good. Cousins.
Well, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
And a deep 3 from Harden. The three-pointer no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And free agency, unkind to Dennis Schroeder over the summer. Bet on himself to get a bigger deal in the offseason. And cap space drying up quickly. And he just lacked suitors. He eventually catches on with this team, but this wasn't the ideal scenario.
Harden outside. Tatum against Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to Mills. A 3-ball. The rebound by the Celtics. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the pass to Schroeder. And here is Cousins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
When Cousins plays with that kind of force, it really puts the defense in a pickle and typically leads to him being fouled.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 4. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Mills. Smart against Harden. Dishes at the Millsap. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3 seconds. Boston ball.
Boston shooting here about 46% for the game. Schroeder outside. Passes it to Cousins. Here's Smart. Out to the right wing. Schroeder, right side. Tries it from 19. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Smart. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Celtics with possession here. Outside Durant. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
Schroeder up top, covered by Mills. Schroeder kicks to Tatum. Brooklyn with the rebound. Pass to Mills. Back to KD. The three. Rebound by Williams.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Tatum finds Smart. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his third assist on the night. Timeout called, the Nets.
Call timeout.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the last break, I heard Steve Nash talking to his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from three. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
Cantor checked in for Robert Williams. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, over time, Millsap has added different things to his game. And you know what I like about him most is he quietly goes about his business in a professional manner.
Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Durant for 3. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, let's look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Brown outside. Tatum against KD. And it's sent back by Millsap. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Tatum.
I tell you, we get these explosive nights from Tatum more and more often. I mean, he's got the tools of a top 10 scorer in this league. And
Assisted.
Oh, man.
Irving.
Wow.
We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Count it good.
You know, his job is really to carry the load offensively, and that's exactly what Irving is doing tonight.
Now the pass to Schroeder, and Durant sends it back. Irving looking for an opening. Not three off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Tatum. Over Harris. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kevin Durant.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Irving attacking. The rebound by the Celtics. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Pritchard. Hernan Gomez with the ball. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. KD, a great individual performance for you. Game looked easy for you out there.
Well, my teammates, you know, they played so well tonight, you know, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
And that aggressiveness led to another win, man. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
Quite a while now.
It's always happening in Brooklyn. The Barclays Center, right in the middle of... And we've got just enough time for a pregame report.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Kevin Durant has won titles, but he says, I've always been a champion. A champion is your approach to a craft every day. It's coming in. It's getting better. That's what champions do. Guys, for him, it's always been that pursuit of reaching his incredible potential.
Well, Allie, one of the all-time greats. Good stuff. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight. Some names out of action.
Here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Fox and Halliburton are the guard set. Marvin Bagley is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Hield in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. LaMarcus Aldridge out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Irving in at the 1. Well, Doris, a great collection of guard talent on the floor here. Both these teams driven by their backcourt play.
Boy, B.A., a lot of pace, a lot of skill out there in the respective backcourts. This game probably will be won or lost based on the perimeter play. Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute... nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Halliburton with the ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. And the basket by Hield.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Harden. Driving to the basket. And then Harden with the jam.
Hey, look at this, guys. It was like once he was in the air, he was staying in the air. It was just incredible. What hang time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Hield. Pass to Halliburton. Thompson against Aldridge. To the paint. Here's Bagley. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Here's Bagley after the basket by Brooklyn. Halliburton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14, tries to keep it alive. Ooh, and an air ball on that one, way off.
In some ways, De'Aaron Fox is a good lesson in patience for owners. He didn't explode out the gate after being picked 5th overall back in 2017. But after a long time, he has found his footing and looks spectacular out there on the floor.
Fox. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
There's the 3. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Harris. Durant's got 7.
I just love the ball movement.
You know, Grant, in terms of improvement after his rookie year, you saw it across De'Aaron Fox's entire stat line.
Yeah, once he got comfortable in the league, he started going off. He increased his shooting and assist numbers and got himself nominated for Most Improved Player in 2019.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the Kings picked up the basket a moment ago. And Aldridge with the slam.
Pretty pass by Kyrie Irving. Nothing like making your teammate feel good right there.
The Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Halliburton finds Fox. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's the break. And Durant with the big finish.
I'd say Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Halliburton outside. Pass to Bagley. There's the drive. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And looking at Marvin Bagley, the talent is evident. A big man that can go out and get you a double-double any night. Plays with just an infectious energy, too.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Millsap, he's checked in for Aldridge. Thomas comes in for Harris. Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Jones. The Nets making their last shot. With the drive. Nice D from Durant. When it comes to Bagley, one question mark I have is his health. And if he might be injury prone.
Well, the good news, BA, for him is that he's young. Hopefully he's able to shake off these nagging injuries. Let's face it, the more he's on the court, the more confidence he'll gain.
Ooh, Durant with a steal. The three ball. Drains the triple. Durant's got 12 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Timeout called. Sacramento. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Because they play in different conferences, these teams don't really see each other all that much. It makes it interesting here.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Harkless is checked in for the Kings. Pass to Jones. Here's Lynn. 1:24 left in the first quarter here. To halt the run. That one's wide left. Brooklyn's gone 4 for 4 so far from three-point land. Impressive. Millsap finds Durant. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
It's Barnes on the wing. Over Millsap. Offensive rebound, Kings.
Well, just terrific instincts right there from Alex Len on the offensive glass. Really impressive.
On the wing, Durant. Let's go with a 3. Offensive board. Second chance shot. And the layup by Millsap.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
The Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Jones with the ball. Durant covering. Pass to McCaw. Lynn inside. He's against Millsap. Lynn can't hit. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Thomas. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Cavs, Mills with the bucket.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's Harkless, guarded by Durant. Outside Jones. Shoots over Brown. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we got a blowout underway here. Nets out in front, running away with this one. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And he's one of the game's best closers. But to hear Kyrie Irving tell him.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game. And, that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
Grant, when he gets a lather going, Irving can seem like he's got the cheat code.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, he's got the green light from start to finish. When he gets rolling, it can rub off on everyone else.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting defenders on their heels.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
They've got Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown is out there with Patrick Mills. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Thomas in at the small forward position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Outside Durant. Beyond the arc. And here's Brown for 3. Hauled in by the Kings.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Here's McCaw. Clock at 6. Here's Harkless. The shot no good. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Timeout called, the Kings. And the aesthetic of the game, Doris, something us aficionados think about. What are some of the prettiest shots in basketball, in your opinion?
B.A., I'm going to tell you the shot that is revolutionizing the game, because NBA players today are as skilled or perhaps more skilled than they have ever been. And the defining separation of the modern NBA is the ability of guys to shoot shots off the dribble, whether from range or in particular from three-point ability. They are starting to flourish across the league, and it's changing how NBA basketball is played.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Aldridge is checked in for Millsap. Harris comes in for Thomas. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Halliburton. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Outside, Brown. And here's Mills for 3. Rebounded by Hield.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
You know, when Buddy Hield came into the league, he joined a select list of current and former NBA players that hail from the Bahamas. It's not a long list, but it's longer than you might think.
And what's incredible is Buddy did a fantastic job for the relief effort in the Bahamas after the devastating hurricane in 2017. His work to raise funds and resources for the people who were affected was so important to that entire nation.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Well, we hear about NBA players whose dads played in the league or overseas, but for Tyrese Halliburton, his father, John, was a referee.
I mean, that man, Tyrese, was exposed to the game at such a young age. His father, John, took him to basketball camps starting in preschool. And when you watch how Tyrese plays, it's obvious he has a great feel for the game.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. So we'll see Kyrie Irving go to the line here. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
And what we've seen is guys want to play alongside Irving.
Yeah, people who know him best vouch for him and will even join a team partly because of him. Plus, this guy is so insanely talented. You know when he's on, he gives you the best chance to win.
Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Thompson, drains it from 9 feet away. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
They're really working the paint now.
Harris on the wing. Three-pointer, no good. The Kings have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Here's Halliburton. Count that one.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Irving with it. Now Thompson defending. And Aldridge the bucket on the assist from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
Now here's Fox. He's coming off a 25-point game again.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Free throw's good for Fox. Lynn's checked in for Thompson. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And Grant, throughout your career, you mostly played in the smaller markets. Do you think the league is doing enough to help them compete?
I think so. I mean, look, Milwaukee just won a championship. An incredible season they had last year. I think they're doing the right thing between revenue sharing, the salary cap, the luxury tax. And remember, the Players Union will always favor freedom of movement for its players.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. Here's Aldridge. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Irving against Fox. And the layup is good off the glass. Fox has got 8 points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And Aldridge with the slam.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
Fox with the ball. Now Aldridge defending. Stolen by Mills. In transition, here they come. Outside Harden. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. Fires for 3. And that's good. Harden for 3. He has 7.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Harden against Halliburton. Pass to Lynn. Out to Fox. Healed up top. 6 to shoot. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Here's Harden. Hauled in by the Kings. Oh, stolen by Harden.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Harris left side. The 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 5 here tonight. Up in time. That one no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let the defense set up. So anytime you get a chance, go. You go. Kind of reminds me, that's why they call me the Jet. Shaq. Get down the court fast as you can. Come on, man.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. They can say, giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And on the floor for Luke Walton as we get into the second half. Fox and Halliburton are the guard set. Buddy Hield is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Count it. Good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Irving, no good. Outside heel. And stolen by Irving. Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Harden. Sacramento grabs the miss. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Lets it go from 11. And it's healed, missing. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable. Something we do not always talk about is that Joe Harris is not just a shooter. Even though he doesn't rack up huge assist totals, this guy's a solid passer. He competes on the defensive end, and he can actually put it on the deck.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Healed on the wing. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Harden against Halliburton. Pass to Irving. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
And what is it specifically that makes Harris a good playmaker, Doris?
I think it's probably his IQ, the fact that he can see a play develop before it really gets to a position where most guys see it. He has a great feel for where his teammates are, and he knows how to hit them in their favorite spots.
Brooklyn making some changes. Millsap, he's checked in for Aldridge. Thomas comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Harden. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Jones. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jones has got his first points in this one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. The 3 from Barnes. No good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Durant finds Irving. No good with a jumper from the wing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Outside Jones. Pass to Harkless. Six on the shot clock. Back to Jones. Tries to hit him. Brown with the block. Irving, the pass to Durant. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Lynn's checked in for the Kings. Down low. Here's Jones. Oh, denied by Durant.
This is probably the aspect as his career has gone on where Kevin Durant has improved the most. The defensive end, he is a real factor.
Nails it from 3.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Got a piece of it. Now here's Irving. He's guarded closely.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Pass to Jones. Here's Lynn. Crafty move. And the layup is up and in.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Launches a 3. Hauled in by the Kings. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Jones with the ball. Brown's there. Out to the right wing. Pass to Jones. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Brown. Here's Lynn. Here's McCaw. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Thomas. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Barnes. Here's Thompson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Kings. Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Brown. Bagley's checked in for the Kings. Halliburton comes in for Barnes. Outside heel. Oh, stolen by Harden. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd. And it's LaMarcus Aldridge with the foul. That's his 1st foul.
Few guards in the league can carve out space on the interior the way Harden does.
And Sacramento shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Pass to Hield. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Mills from the arc. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. Fox outside. Misses from close range. That'll count. That shot off the mark. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And they're doing everything they can to put this game away before the final buzzer sounds. We'll be right back with you shortly. And let's listen to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with it.
Hey, we are just...
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Irving runs point with Harden to his side. Paul Millsap is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Aldridge in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. No good. His first miss. He's 5 for 6 now. On offense, here are the Kings. Back to Fox. Another shot. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
What about the strength from Thompson there to go up, take the hit, still convert the play? Nice.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
The fantastic passing we saw from them in the first half carried right over into the second half, too.
Well, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Fox left side. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Halliburton against Harden. To the left side wing. Millsap finds Aldridge. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. From downtown. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Halliburton, the pass to Fox. And Grant, in 2015, you became part owner of the Atlanta Hawks. How pleased were you to see their performance in last year's playoffs?
Well, it was incredible. So much fun to see this team come together, rally, and have an incredible run in this past postseason. Now, as a broadcaster, you don't want to have a rooting interest, but I'll confess, it was definitely special to see.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, guys, that's exactly why Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He just knows how to pick spots underneath the glass.
Now here's Millsap. Now here's Harden. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. And the basket by Hield.
From Tyrese Halliburton.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Aldridge. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. So the Kings making a change here. Jones is checked in. And a change for the Nets. Durant's checked in. Now here's Halliburton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Now here's Irving. The D's right on him. Harris on the wing. Outside Irving. Harden fires away from outside. And the Nets miss again.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
A prolific scorer dating back to his college days. Hield just understands how to generate points.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Durant, pass to Carter. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Carter's got his first points of the game.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Hield from outside. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Durant finds Carter, and he gets that one.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
For Sacramento, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Outside Hield. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3.
This is his shot. The defense must chase Hield off that 3-point line.
Thompson against Durant. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the inside. And that one's good. Bagley.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Mason. 1:58 left in the fourth. Durant against Thompson. Over to the left wing. Back to Durant. And the foul called on Buddy Hield. That's his first foul.
Team second. Substitutions for your Nets.
1:42 left in the fourth.
Bruce Brown.
Here's Mason. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Mason.
And the Nets lead by 19.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Thompson. The NBA has a major presence in Africa now, and you were a big part of making that happen, Grant.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also doing the right thing, spreading the game, sharing the game, and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Nets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
So it's Brooklyn now, after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. Here's Brown, and he converts the layup.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Ramsey, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul.
3rd team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Nets, Cameron Thomas.
There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jones with the ball, now guarded by Brown. Shot clock at 6. The rebound by the Nets. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's McCaw. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.